What is going on, you spirited companions? Welcome to the EDH Brothers Thursday Night Showdown. Sorry about the hiccup. There were some technical issues on my end. I will totally take the blame on that one. But it is all more reason to click that bell notification so you don't miss when things get mixed around. But on that note, let's uh, jump over to the old gameplay. And of course, we've got the usual suspects. We'll go around the horn. We've got the glorious Wolfman Caleb.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Caleb, aka Glorious Wolfman here, and I am playing Plagon, Lord of the Beach. This is a very casual walls deck, no combos. I'm just trying to kill people with walls.
It's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. And of course, we got Metal Nick.
What's up, everybody? I am excited to be back. Ironically, it is not the Wolfman who is playing the werewolf deck, but it is me. I am looking forward to ripping everyone's throats out with Tovalar, Dire Overlord, and all of his wolf and werewolf companions. It's going to be a fun time. I'm excited. Can't wait.
And introducing the newest EDH brother. Again, if you're not following us on social, doing the cool things, then you would not have heard that we have a new addition to the EDH Brothers, Swan. Welcome.
Hey, glad to be a part of it. Glad to be here. I am playing Azuri, Claw of Progress. Basically, I just want to take a bunch of really tiny creatures, turn them into a bunch of really big creatures, and throw them at people's faces.
And that's how we like it. And then I'm playing Dalikos, Crafter of Wonders. This is just a gross Voltron deck. Nothing to worry about. We are doing a variant tonight, though, where each player gets to start with 2 basics into play. So that's going to definitely be an interesting spin on how this game goes. Caleb, I'm going to let you pick a number 1 through 4.
Let's go 4.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There you have it. Swan gets to start us off.
I'm pretty sure we literally just flopped the top and bottom 2 there.
Yeah, I think we did. But,
yep, looks like it.
All right. Let's do this.
Everyone ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm going to play this, my own Hinterland Harbor. And since I have 3, thanks to the 2 basics already here. Kodama of the West Tree. Modified creatures I cannot reach. Modified creatures I control have trample, and whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. And I will pass the turn.
All right, excellent. I will draw for turn. All right, well, that's going to make things interesting, but let's roll with it. I'll play a Stomping Ground. Lose 2 life. I'll just go ahead and tap. Bring out Tovalar. Pass turn.
Seems strong. I'm going to go Meticulous Archive, Surveil. Leave that on top. And I'm going to tap 2 and cast a Thought Vessel and pass the turn.
On your end step.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to resculpt targeting that Kodama of the West Tree.
I wish you wouldn't.
Well, I know how powerful that is. You do get a 4/4 blue and red elemental.
Glad to have you, Nick, what kind of food you got?
And Kodama does
Everyone
get
use their
exiled.
imagination. This is a 4/4.
Okay. Yep. And Kodama is exiled, so no mas. All right. Untap. My turn. Let's do command tower.
I know you mean like Pennywise, but I just imagined like a generic IT worker's outfit with that comment there, Nick.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna cast Enthusiastic Mechanaut. Artifact spells I cast cost 1 less to cast. And so I'll pay 1. And oh, by the way,
Same.
yep. Blackblade Reforged only costs 1 now. And then pass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And sure. Play this forest turn, land for turn. Go ahead and tap out for Azuri. Law of Progress. And with that, I get an experience counter. Pass turn.
All right. Oh, untap. Turn.
You don't get an experience counter for himself.
Oh, right.
You were just over eager to use the giant dice.
I was, yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
I
I
blame
will-
the man. I wouldn't.
No,
Go ahead,
I
play
knew
the
that.
mountain.
I know that's why he's playing the deck.
I want to use the giant D20.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3 to play the Celestis. It is day currently, anyways, because we haven't had anyone casting spells. So I can add anyone who had a color. I can pay 3. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate only as a sorcery. And whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life, and I can draw a card, but I have to discard a card if I do so. Then I'll tap 2 to play Lightning Greaves, and I'll attach him to Tovolar.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to go ahead and swing Tovolar at Caleb for 3.
No, I'll tell you.
All right, and that will trigger Tovolar. I'll draw a card, and I will pass the turn.
Well, I don't enjoy getting hit, so I think I'm going to put a stop to that.
Here come the walls.
Yep.
Yep. Play this irrigated farmland. Tapped. And I'm going to cast a Wall of Denial. It is a 0/8 Flying Defender Shroud.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pass.
Alrighty. Untap.
How do your wolves get past my wall now?
I don't know.
Let's play a Silver Bluff Bridge as my land for turn. And let's cast my commander, Dalikos, Crafter of Wonders. So Dalikos is a 2/4 with an activated ability of I can tap, add 2 colorless, spend that mana to either cast an artifact or activate abilities of artifacts. The equipped creatures I control have flying and haste. Let's see. I can't get past the wall. I can get past the... Well, no, I can't get past the elemental, but I've already picked on Swan. So I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing at Nick for 2, because I know it's coming.
What? There's nothing coming, all right? There's no hell in the distance. There's nothing to worry about.
Uh-huh. And on that note, pass turn.
You know, I've heard that before.
I like to subtly just sort of, make it sound like everything's going to be okay when in secret, you're all going to die.
Yeah. See, I don't like that. All right, land for turn. Tap 4 for Giggling Skitterspike, indestructible. Whenever Giggling Skin and Spike attacks, blocks, or becomes a target of a spell, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. And I can pay 5 for monstrosity, and it gets 5 +1/+1 counters on it. And now, experience counter.
There you go.
Pass turn.
Tap.
Takes up approximately 1/8 of your playmat.
It's fine.
Forest.
It's totally fine. It's just think of how good it shows up on camera.
It's true.
I cannot deny that. Those numbers are clearly like easy to be read.
I'll go ahead.
The
and
only
tap.
downside is it's not a spin down.
I'll tap 3 to play Emberwolf.
Oh God.
Hey, werewolves don't transform back now.
I'll attach the Lightning Greaves to Emberwolf. He also has Intimidate. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and/or creatures that share a color with it.
Huh. Yep.
All right, then I will move to combat, and I'll swing Emberwolf at Caleb, just because he thought his wall was so good. So good.
Uh-huh. How much?
It's just 2/2.
Uh-huh. I think.
The sigh
What?
of that, the legendary sigh.
I'll draw a card off of the trigger, and I will pass the turn.
Real excited to have this colorless artifact creature over here.
Uh-huh. Okay. Play on it.
So, Caleb, in case you're wondering what has happened here, is he put the werewolf in a trebuchet and launched it over the wall.
Yes, I did.
Yeet.
It's actually just a wolf. This one's just a wolf.
Okay. Wolf in a
Was it a
trebuchet.
trebuchet? I think the wolf just digging under the wall. That way it can get back easier.
He kind of looks like he's digging under a wall too, honestly. So
I mean, you're not wrong.
I think I'm going to cast it's an opponent. A Wall of Frost. 0/7 defender. If it blocks a creature, that creature gets stunned, basically. So it doesn't untap during the next untap step. Then I'm going to cast what I've been referring to as the Smothering Tithe we have at home, Monologue Tax. Whenever an opponent casts a second spell, I get a treasure. No Smothering Tithe in this deck, but I also don't. I will never ask you if you want to pay X because I just get it. So go ahead.
All right. Untap.
It also doesn't make more than one treasure a turn, which is why it's much fairer.
Well, I'm going to play this harmless Temple to False God.
Okay.
And then tap the Temple for 2. 3, and tap the bridge for blue to cast Vidalcan Humiliator. So it has Metalcraft. Whenever Vidalcan Humiliator attacks, if I control 3 or more artifacts, creatures my opponents control lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 1/1 until end of turn.
That's gross.
Isn't that nice?
Yep.
I'm going to move to combat. And I'm just going to swing the Mechana at Swan for 2 in the air.
I will take the 2.
And then I shall pass the turn.
Play this forest for turn.
Hey, Swan, you know what I realized? That Hinterland Harbor might be from your Jump Scare deck.
I could check. It's a good call. I'll play Forest. Tap Forest for a Charging Badger. Gotta find the
I had-
two.
I had to put that in there. I had to put it in there. 1/1 with trample for 1, baby.
Tap for 3 for Venom Throat.
Trigger monologue tax.
Yep. And then tap 2 for Scavenging Ooze. In case anyone can't see it, currently it's 4 on my experience counters.
Good to know. Good to know.
I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to move those 4 experience counters to Giggling Skitter Spike. So it is currently at 6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And gonna swing at Josh. Return the favor.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 6.
And everyone else will also take 6.
What's good? That's not going to be a problem, right, guys?
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
And I will end my turn there.
Tap. Draw.
I'm glad Josh isn't worried, but I am.
Nah.
You got a bunch of walls. It's fine. I mean, sort of. I mean, not really.
Okay. Caleb,
Yes.
I'm not doing this to be mean. I'm going to help the table and deal with giggling skitter spike, okay?
If you can't
Okay.
pronounce it, you can't do anything about it.
Before you realize this, though, you do realize it's indestructible, right?
It is shit. It's indestructible. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, never
I was
mind.
like, when you said that, I'm like, it's going to be something that deals with everything, and thus
and thus gets
I need
rid
you
of it.
to
Yes.
realize
Unless
No, I can't do that. Okay, so I just got to think for a second here. Let's see.
that card was like made for the deck.
it really
Right.
was.
It's 100% an homage to the creepy spider doll from Toy Story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so I can do this. So I'm going to, yeah, okay. So I'll pay 2 to play Outbound Liberator,
Yes.
which we have our first double-sided card, which means we will go ahead and switch it out for the double-sided sleeve. All right, so playing Outbound Liberator. Then I'm gonna tap 4 to play Unnatural Growth. At the beginning of
That's
each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn.
Hold on. Question is, given how
That's
wolves
your
are,
second spell, by the way, right, Nick?
What's up?
Second spell?
yes,
That is my second spell, so you get a treasure.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I had.
do I? I don't know. Where are those werewolves going?
I mean, honestly, I frankly I'm not going to swing with everything right now because I don't want to start losing stuff just yet. So I really just want to swing like Emerwolf, which has some ability to get past some stuff, just so I can maybe deal some damage and honestly get a draw a card.
If you don't swing Emerwolf at me, I'll let a natural growth resolve.
Okay, you have a deal.
Okay, for at least 2 turns.
2 turns. Okay.
2.
All right, that's fine.
A natural growth resolves.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just checking a couple things here. Sorry, I'm just trying to check Swan's board. And it's being stupid for me here. What do you have that's green that can block right now? You've got a 1/1 and a 3/3?
I've got 2 2/2s and a 1/1.
2 2/2s and a 1/1.
And the one of the 2/2s is Flying Death Touch. Hexproof.
Yeah, all right. I just want to draw a card, Caleb. Nothing personal, bud. 4 with Emerwolf coming your way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll draw a card. And then I am going to pass the turn.
All right. I also would like to draw cards.
Well, you get
so
to at the
draw one.
beginning of your turn.
Yeah, I do. That doesn't do enough.
I'll play 2 spells on my turn if that helps.
It might. I'm going to play Enduring Innocence. Then I'm going to crack these 2 treasures. And I'm going to play Flump. And I'll trigger Enduring Innocence and draw a card.
Ooh, Flump. We like Flump.
It's a very fun card. Then I'm going to play Arch of Oroska. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I have the City's Blessing. So now it's either add a colorless mana or pay 5, draw a card, activate this only if I have the City's Blessing. I do. This is actually supposed to be the Clue land, the study. But I didn't have a study, and I had this. So
that's why you had asked us if we had study.
Yep.
Ah.
I was just going to try to get it from one of y'all instead of ordering it online because none of the shops locally have it.
Well, check out Kayfabe cards.
I'm going to tap. Okay, hang on. So I have to do this way, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's Enduring Innocence. I already played Flump. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So I know there's some way that I can tap this. I'm going to play Plagon. When it enters the battlefield, I will draw cards equal to the number of creatures I have that have greater toughness than power. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Swan, how many cards in hand do you have?
I have 3.
Okay. I am going to pay a white, and I'm going to attempt to Path to Exile the Skitter Spike.
It
is becoming the target of a spell, so we each take 6.
Yep.
Worth it.
Cannot believe you. Guess I'm getting a basic.
Yep. End of my job.
Hey, look at that. That would have been helpful.
Yeah, it would have. And I'm going to pass the turn to Josh.
All right.
This island.
Untap. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I'm going to tap Galacos for 2. And then 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to equip Blackblade Reforged onto the Vidalcan Humiliator.
Sure.
So that means the Humiliator gets +5/+5, but more importantly has Flying and Haste.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an 8/9 Flying and Haste. Well, let's move to combat, shall we? Because I think it would be funny, I will swing. I'm going to swing the Humiliator at Swan. On attack, all of your creatures become 1/1 and lose all abilities until end of turn.
That's all creatures, right? Including mine and Nick's.
You are correct. All creatures. Yep, my opponent's control.
All right.
So,
What's the damage coming at me?
8 coming at your dome in the air.
Well, I'm gonna go to 30.
All right. Yeah.
I remember when I was at 30.
Right. All right. I'll
Good
pass
time.
the turn.
Josh, you didn't play any spells, did you?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Untap.
It will become night then on that trigger.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was asking for monologue tax purposes, but there you go, Nick. Open you
Yep.
out.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Nothing but wholesome
Caleb,
magic going
why'd
on.
you have to go ahead and get rid of my giggling skitter spike?
Because it was gonna get bigger. We were already taking 6 damage off of it. You can make it to your combat. We take 10 minimum.
I'm gonna play this Mana Gorger Hydra.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
Yep.
How big is he?
Right now, he's just a 1/1.
Okay, gotcha.
Soon to be bigger.
But for those keeping track, my experience counter will go to 5.
I love the sound of the.
And then
Well, that's kind of fun.
I'm going to. You know what? Get out of that. Play Curse of Bounty.
Trigger.
And while we're triggering it, I'm going to attach that to you, Caleb.
Okay.
And that is whenever an enchanted player is attacked, untap all non-land permanents you control.
Ooh.
Each opponent attacking that player untaps all non-land permanents they control.
I see.
According to Spell Table, that's actually a Savannah.
I wish it was a Savannah. Significantly more valuable card.
But also
I'm
not
going to
legal in
move.
that deck.
What?
I said, but also not legal in your deck.
I mean, it wouldn't be, but I don't care.
Still a Savannah.
And I'm
You said that
gonna
was the
put
curse of what?
Curse of Bounty.
Okay.
Gonna put 5 +1/+1 counters on Venom Thrope.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick, I'm gonna swing a 7/7 flying death touch hexproof at you.
Okay, I'm gonna take 7.
Okay.
This is what Magic's all about. Just turning cards
Yep.
sideways.
Absolutely.
And pass turn.
Okay. At your end step. Actually, no, they don't transform. Never mind, because I forgot. It does technically become day though. And so it is day now, but they don't transform because of Emberwolf. So, all right, draw a card. Cool. I'm gonna play a Castle Garenbrig, which is gonna come into the land untapped because I do control a forest. Then I'm gonna go ahead and how many creatures are on the battlefield right now?
6 for me.
So 14.
14.
Oh, 14, 17 total.
17. Cool.
No.
So I'm going to go ahead and pay 4 to play Chain Reaction, dealing 17 damage to each creature.
I'm going to respond. I would like to sacrifice Enduring Innocence as an additional cost to cast Flare of Fortitude. Sacrifice a non-token white creature instead of paying the spell's mana cost. Until end of turn, my life total can't change, and permanents I control gain hexproof and indestructible.
Okay.
Is that the great value to Fairy's Protection?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that makes me little.
Now, I do
Little
want
sad.
to add, guys. While that is still on the stack before it resolves, I am going to pay 2, and I'm going to play Heroic Intervention.
I thought you might.
Bitch.
Also trigger monologue tax.
You're welcome.
My mana Gorder Hydra is going to get a little bigger too, but it's still going to die.
Yeah. Mine die.
Also, since I sacrificed Enduring Innocence,
It comes back as
when it dies, it comes back as an enchantment.
I'm going to put my...
All right. Then I'm going to move to combat. And, all right, so Tovalar is a 10-10. Frenzied Trapbreaker is an 8-8. Immerwolf is a 4-4. So I'm going to swing Immerwolf at Caleb because he can't block it. Then I'm going to swing Tovalar at Swan and Frenzied Trapbreaker at you. I'm not swinging Immerwolf at you.
Yep.
As promised. On attack, I get to destroy target artifact or enchantment. I'm going to blow up your enchantment, Caleb.
Which one?
I'm going to blow up. I'm trying to think if I hate. I don't want you making treasure, so I'm blowing up your treasure maker there, buddy.
Yep.
Okay.
And next into attack, Caleb, you get to untap all non-land permanents.
Sweet. So they will all untap. All right. So Caleb, you took 4. Josh, you took 8, and Nick, you took 10. Commander.
You mean Swan?
And I draw 1. Yeah, Swan. And I draw 3 cards.
I didn't know you could punch yourself in the face with your own commander.
I mean, you're welcome to take your own life total down by 10 if you want. That's the weirdest deflecting SWAT I've ever seen.
Sorry, my bad. All right, and with that, I will pass the turn. It will become. Oh, it'll just stay day. It's still day. So pass turn.
Okay. Well. Yeah, I'm gonna play Brave the Sands. Creatures I control have vigilance, and each creature I control can block an additional creature.
Oh.
All right.
Also, side note, the robot from the spider baby thing from Toy Story's name is Babyface.
There we go.
I'm going to transmute Drift of Phantasms. I'm going to go find a 3-drop.
Yep.
Any 3-drop.
Any 3-drop. What 3-drop would Caleb have? Oh, the horrors are unlimited.
Yeah. Very true.
That is an option. Let's see. Okay. Just short on mana of being able to do everything, but that's fine.
I'm very upset for you, Caleb.
I'm not.
I am broken up about it inside.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll do a dice reading while he's looking. I don't give a damn.
I'm gonna get high.
Oh, joy. Said no one ever.
I'm going to cast High Alert. I'm going to move to combat.
Oh, God.
I'm going to attack Nick with these two.
How big are they?
They are both 0. They're 0.5 and 0.8, but they are attacking with their toughness and not their power.
Okay. All right. They can be blocked, right?
They both fly.
Oh, okay. So you're all right. Well, I mean, I said I wouldn't swear, so guess which finger I'm holding up right now, Caleb. All right. So you're sending how much to me? You're taking me down to near what?
13 in the air.
All right. So I go down to 4.
Kathunk.
Thunk.
Although now you get to draw a card because of Flump, right?
No, whenever Flump is dealt damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a jellyfish. What a good jellyfish.
I will pass the turn.
I think that's the most action I've ever seen out of Flump. Okay, that, yeah. You know what? Let's just go ahead, tap, and recast my commander.
Sure.
And I will also tap a blue to cast Rootwater Diver. A 1/1 merfolk. I can tap, sacrifice it, return target artifact card from my graveyard to hand. Right. I will pass the turn.
Okay. We don't. 3, 4, 5, 6. Get around this giant guy. Recast my commander.
Mm-hmm.
1. Cast the Finhorde Elves.
It'll never get old.
Dragon's counter goes up to 6. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to move those experience counters onto the Finhorde Elves. The only legal target currently for it.
That was a big dork.
And I will end my turn there.
All right. I will untap. Return. All right. So I'll play a mountain. And I'll just try this. I mean, granted, Caleb can just kill me on the next turn if he wants to do that, but I'll just see what happens. So I'm going to pay 4 to tap Castle Garenbrig for 6 green. I'm going to spend that 6 on Tovalar's Huntmaster.
Yes, the green grave type.
So I'm going to bring in Tovalar's Huntmaster. Then I'm going to pay my remaining 3 mana and tap the Celestius to make it night. So he did enter when it's day, so I will make 2 wolf tokens when that happened. Just make 2 of these bad boys, and then it will become night. All right, and then he didn't enter the battlefield, and then cool, he can make stuff. I can make stuff fight at that point. But all right, then let's see. Let's Well, I will. Caleb, if I don't swing at you, will you not kill me? I mean, can I have?
I was like, you leave me and my high alert alone. I'm leaving you alone.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Although your high alert is an enchantment, isn't it?
Yes, which is why I said you have to leave me and my high alert alone.
What is your commander? But doesn't your commander allow things to be assigned as toughest? Your commander does the same thing, doesn't it?
It does, but it costs mana, but also it doesn't allow defenders to attack as though they did not have defender.
Ah, gotcha. Well, see, the thing is, I don't know that I can leave your high alert alone. Because, I mean, I cannot swing at you, but, I mean, I feel like, that is just setting you up for sudden death. I'll leave it alone. That's fine. All right. I'm going to swing Frenzied Trap Breaker. And I'm going to swing... Josh, I'm swinging Tovalar at you. I'm swinging Frenzied Trap Breaker at Swan. So, an 8/8 coming at Swan, a 10/10 coming at...
Any trample or anything?
Not at this time, but when he attacks, I do get to blow up an artifact. I will blow up the Black Blade Reforged.
Damn it. Okay.
12.
I will block Tovalar with the Diver.
Yep. You're going 12. All right, so 1 dealt damage. So I will draw a card. And I will pass the turn.
All right. Let's sure. Okay. That doesn't help. This is sad, but I think it's what I have to do. Actually, let's do this. Pay 4. I'm going to cast Wall of Stolen Identity, and I'm going to have it enter as a Fyndhorn Elves. So it's going to be a copy of Fyndhorn Elves, except it still has Defender and is a wall. And your Fyndhorn Elves will be tapped down and can't untap as long as I control Wall of Stolen Identity. More importantly, this is going to trigger the Enduring Innocence, so I can draw a card. I see. I see. Let's go. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to finish off Swan.
Well, in response,
Uh-huh.
I go to 0.
Resolves.
And I will pass the turn to Josh.
All right. Let's have upkeep draw. I'm going to play this pretty mountain from, or snow-covered mountain from Ice Age. And then... Ooh, that's... Okay. Let's tap the Temple of the False God for 2 And 3. I'm going to cast Nettle Cyst.
Yep.
Make a germ. But I'm going to tap 2. And I'm going to equip that onto Dalikos, killing said germ. Germ served its purpose.
It
So
did indeed.
right now, Dalikos just gets +2/+2 because I only have 2 artifacts. Screw it. I'm going to go for second place. Move to combat, swing at Nick for 2 in the air.
For 2 in the air?
Yep. Or sorry, 4 in the air.
4 in the air. Okay. Yep, cool. I'm eliminated. Well, there was my reach that I needed right there. Damn.
Right.
All right, you done, Josh?
And then I will pass the turn.
At your end step, I'm going to flash in Stone Skin on Plagon. It gives equipped creature or enchanted creature +0/+10.
In response to that, I'm going to tap 2 and I'm going to counter that.
Okay.
And then die.
Yes, very much so.
All right, walls.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, Spellbinder was way down in the deck there. It's for me to start seeing infinite combat triggers, but
Yeah.
So
I had Savage Beat in my hand.
I had Godo in my hand, but not enough mana to be able to attach. And yeah.
What would Godo have found?
Helm of the Host. What else would Godo find?
Something that isn't an infinite combo.
I pulled Helm of the Host from a pack of Brothers War, so I was like, well, I feel like I have to do it.
Yeah. So I will never play that combo. And the reason is, before I knew what CEDH was, I used to just play Commander. And before I would play Modern on Wednesday nights, there was this dude that would come up to the event, and he never played in the tournaments. But he, if we needed a fourth, oh yeah, I'll join you. I'll play. And he always brought the Godo Helm of the Host deck, and we constantly lost to it because we were playing, just casual jank.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I've had like a severe hatred for that because it's like, well, yeah, just reminds me of someone who used to come basically pub stomp the casuals.
Yeah.
I also never understood that guy. He would always build like the most top tier modern decks around. But I never saw him play in any sort of tournaments. He would just come up there and play for fun and then leave.
That makes no sense.
I'm like, if I'm playing for fun, I want to play jank.
Right.
Like, if I'm playing for fun and not prepping for a tournament or anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, give us, for everyone watching, hope you enjoyed the first game. Give us a hot minute. We will be back and get ready for game 2. But more importantly, Metal Mix horror movie recommendations. So we will be right back.
Right.
All right, everyone, we are back. And of course, as is tradition here on the EDH Brothers for Thursday Night Showdown, Metal Nick has our movie recommendations. So turn it over to Nick.
What's up, everybody? Well, naturally, the first game was Werewolves, and you guys know that I do try to, when I can, tie these games into certain films that correspond. And really, if you're, I mean, there are a few, but there are two big werewolf films. One is The Howling, which we'll definitely do another night I run Tovalar, because believe me, that was not Tovalar's last showing. But for tonight, we're going to go with An American Werewolf in London, which is funny because my Tovalar deck is actually called An Innistradian Werewolf in London. But anyways, this is a 1981 film directed by John Landis. This is hands down one of the best, if not the best. It probably is the best werewolf film ever made. The transformation effects are so good that they actually won the Film and Academy Award in 1981. It's just an absolute monster of a film. I think one of my favorite things about it is the selection of songs, like pop music, classic rock songs, just all sorts of songs, anything that has to do with the moon. Lots of uses of songs in here. This was directed by John Landis. This was before he turned out to be a complete despicable piece of crap and filmed a sequence that resulted in the death of not only an actor but two young children. So, which was Twilight Zone, the movie, by the way, everybody. But anyways, this is an amazing movie. I would highly recommend it because I am like an AV guy. I will definitely say if you can get the 4K Arrow video release that comes complete with a nice hardbound book there, I would absolutely check it out. This is the version to get. All right, that's it. Let's kill some people.
Nice. All right. Well, as is for game 2, we are going to start with 2 basic lands into play, as we did in game 1. Swan, you get us started off again. Who you playing, and take your first turn.
All right, I am playing K&T. Basically, all I'm here to do is help everyone else win the game. All while trying to not lose the game.
I am not playing any mono red stacks this game. The last time I played against K&T, I burned everyone out. Anywho.
You all know the nickname for K&T, right?
Do I want to know?
Dads.
Oh.
The Big Gay Kings.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play land for
K&T
turn.
is also, by the way, the nickname of a CEH deck, also known as Blue Farmed.
And Arcane Signet.
Awesome.
And I will end my turn there.
Cool. All right. Well, hey, everybody. I'm going to be running Vishkrash, the Doom Hive here in this instance. So this is the Corrupting Influence Precon, heavily modified, heavily upgraded. But anyways, I'm looking forward to give everybody some poison because if there's one thing that gets around walls, it's infected poison. So anyways, I'll go ahead and draw for turn.
Also, looks
I will play an Endatha Triome tapped. I will tap 1 to play a Soul Ring. And with that, I will pass the turn.
All right. I am playing Sheldon the Commandor. Oh my God. I've been watching The Big Bang Theory. Sheldor the Conqueror. No, Sheldon the Commander. This is the my commemorative deck remembering the late Sheldon Menery. It is Ruhan of the Fomori. It is chaos. It is beautiful. I will draw for turn. I will play a spectator seating. Do any of you wish to scoop now for this to enter tapped?
You know what? I got work tomorrow. Let's just pick it now. Okay.
you have friends, Josh, so it can enter untapped.
Oh, yay! All right, I will tap 2, and I will cast SRAM, Senior Artificer. Whenever I cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle, I draw a card. Right, I will pass the turn.
All right. I'll draw. I am once again playing Plagon, Lord of the Beach, because I like this deck so much. I also forgot to mention the name of this deck is I Know It's Only Rock and Roll, because this deck is built around the card Rolling Stones, also walls. You know what? Let's play a Nimbus Maze. So it adds a colorless, it adds a white if I control an island, and it adds a blue if I control a plains. It's kind of like the predecessor to the Verge Lanes.
Mhm.
I really like it. And I'm going to play the Ristic Study we have at home. This is Smuggler's Share. It's kind of actually like the Ristic Study / Smothering Tide we have at home. At the beginning of each end step, draw a card for each opponent who drew 2 or more cards this turn. Then create a treasure token for each opponent who has 2 or more lands enter the battlefield into their control.
Kaylor, your whole deck is like Sheen.deck.
Yes. Look, man, sometimes go ahead, by the way. Sometimes it's nice to just like strip out the commander staples and play, worse cards for more fun.
Mhm.
Better get it. I play Montaigne. And play this Grapher Orrery. Each player may play an additional land on their turn, and at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player has no cards in hand. They draw 3 cards.
Such a good card.
Ah,
I'm going to play Mountain as my second land for turn. And I will pass.
all right. Well, untap, upkeep. I will draw. All right. I will go ahead, I suppose, and play a swamp because I get to play a second land. I will play a forest. I will go ahead and I will tap 5 to bring out Vishkrash, the Doomhive. When he enters, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 Phyrexian Mites.
Sure.
And I will pass the turn.
Cool. Untap.
So let's see. Swan, you played 2 lands, right?
Correct.
And so did Nick.
Yep.
Treasures.
All right. Draw for turn. Well, I'm going to play a plains. I too am going to play my second land, so there you go. But I'm playing Great Hall of the Citadel, where I can pay 1, add 2 mana of any combination of colors, spend this mana only to cast legendary spells. And for starters, I'm going to tap the Great Hall for colorless. 2, 3, and a white. Let's cast a Smothering Tithe.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
Sure.
I saw your smuggler stash and thought I'd, one up it.
You'd smother the tithes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. I will pass the turn.
All right. I will enter instead, make a treasure, untap, draw.
Would you like to pay for the Smothering Tithe?
I haven't decided yet, but I don't think so. I don't think I would.
That
Right.
Smothering Tide's going to get real out of hand real fast.
Yeah, it is. I will use my Infinite token to represent my treasure.
All right. I'm going to play a Flood Farm Verge and a Deserted Beach.
Josh, I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing that die. You could use a larger one.
You know what?
You know
I
what?
will. I'll work on that.
I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to cast a Ghostly Prison.
All right. Stacks on stacks on stacks.
Well, walls do stack on each other. Get it?
plays Ghostly Prison. Is this stacks? I'm gonna play Wall of Denial again.
Yep.
All right.
I'm actually not gonna play that Deserted Beach. I'm gonna play the Temple of Enlightenment instead. Not that it really makes that much of a difference, but here we go. And I'll pass the turn.
All right.
Just step away for half a second here.
1,000.
It is Winthgard Crag.
Oh,
Tap.
do you wish to pay for Smothering Tithe?
No. It's going to go crazy anyway, so why not? Have at it.
Sweet.
You know, Caleb had a great idea. I think I will mirror that with my own Ghostly Prison.
Okay.
You're good.
Cool.
It's going to make Ruhan very interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. Ghostly Prison.
And then I'm going to use my last 3 for Kodama's Reach.
No, that's definitely going to allow me to trigger the old Smuggler Chair.
Mm-hmm.
What's fun about this is that I did not play a second land this turn already. I'm going to put the planes onto the battlefield. Then put this island into my hand, which I'm then going to play as my second land return. Which will be untapped. And I will end my turn there.
All right. I will untap. Drop turn. All right. I will play a Rogue's Passage.
By the way, I'm assuming you're not paying unless you say otherwise.
Yeah, you're good to assume that for now.
Yep.
I will tap Indatha to play a Venerated Rot Priest.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Yep.
Then I will tap 4 plus 6 to play Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. How many lands did you play, Nick? Any?
I played 1 land because all I had was Rogue's Passage. And Ghostly Prison is 2 per creature, is it not? That's right.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Gotcha. So, you know what? I'm gonna be nice, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Well, I will sack a treasure, tapping the Great Hall of the Citadel for red and blue. Tap 2. I will cast Ruhan.
Sure.
And then I will sack the treasure, tap 2, play Dalakos.
Okay.
I know. Weird. And then I will pass the turn. I did not play any lands this turn.
Yeah, that I saw. I was sad about it.
I'm sorry.
I will draw.
Trigger Smothering Tithe.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pay because I'm not. No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm gonna play that Deserted Beach you know about, and this Plains that you didn't know about, but it's there. I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm gonna cast Plague On, and I'm gonna attempt to draw 2 cards.
2 triggers of Smothering Tithe.
Yeah, you got it.
Much appreciated.
I really wish I could put you on. Then I'm gonna play Mirror Wall. The Mirror Wall is a 3/4 defender, and I can pay it white to allow it to attack as though it weren't a wall. So
That's from Judgment, isn't it? Is that the set symbol?
Yes.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. Pass it over to Swan. So, for those that don't know about the old text, it used to be walls just can't attack, which is why a lot of things that changed creature types that were printed prior to Defender, which I believe was from Ravnica block, they specifically, or maybe, yeah, I think it was Ravnica block. They specifically say that they can't become walls. So choose any non-wall creature type, because walls automatically could not attack. Then they came out with the word defender, and it made things a little easier. So all old walls now have defender, but it doesn't change their creature types.
I'm not going to pay Smothering Tithe, by the way.
Thank you.
And Spectator Shading is land for turn. And
I think I'm looking that up right now. I think it was Ravnica that they first premiered Defender, but it might have been Kamigawa.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It was Champions.
5. I'm going to play Fear of Safety.
Okay. Yep.
And then I think I will just end there for now.
Did you play 2 lands and or draw 2 cards?
I did not do either.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So it costs what? 4 to attack Swan?
Correct.
Yes.
Alright. I am... Yep. So I'm going to pay 1 and 2 black to play Infectious Inquiry. I'm going to draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, and you guys are going to get a poison counter, but because of Vorinclex, you're all going to get 2 poison counters.
Okay. Are you paying for Smothering Tithe for those 2?
I am not. I'm gonna help you out, Josh. Where right now I feel like with walls and things happening, I want to try to be a decent human being here.
I need the mana to punch through with all this, with all the taxes. So I'm gonna have to fix.
All right, and so that's most importantly, and we should use the Phyrexian one for this. That's gonna mean Vishgrath is now a 9/9 with Menace and Toxic 1.
Yep.
Sure is.
Yep. So I have not played a land for turn, so I will go ahead and play a forest. And let's see. I will...
How many cards do you all have in hand?
I love that question. 4?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 as well.
Okay. I just was curious if any of you were close to the Gear Orrery thing.
I'm gonna pay 4, and I'm gonna play Expand the Sphere. Look at the top 6 cards of your library, put up to 2 land cards from one of them onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. If you put fewer than 2 lands onto the battlefield this way, proliferate a number of times equal to the difference. 1,
Uh-huh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you guys are lucky.
Is there stuff you
I
need?
did. Let's see. Well, let's see. I actually. Oh, I don't have to do this, do I? I can just look at the top 6, correct? And
And then put them on the bottom, yeah.
yep. So I'm going to go ahead and put them onto the bottom. Which the one thing that did suck is there was a Bloodroot Apothecary in there, but that would have been fun for you guys with the treasure tokens. And I will go ahead and proliferate all of your poison counters twice, which will mean you guys will all get 4 additional poison counters because of Warinclex.
1, 2, 3,
And that will add an additional, 12, I believe. So that makes Fishgrath an 18 counters on him right now, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Good news, Josh. We're going to get you to work on time.
Yeah, very much so. Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and pay my last 2, and I will play the Mirror Convert, which has Toxic 1, and I can tap it to pay 2 life and add 1 mana of any color. All right. I'll pass the turn.
Cool. Untap. Upkeep draw.
Is that how many cards you have in hand, Swan?
No, that's my poison counters.
Oh, okay. You're just making sure that dice get as much use as possible, aren't you?
Look, it's sitting next to me.
Did you 3D print that yourself?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
It took like 3 days.
Let's see. So 4, 6, 7. All right. So 10, 11. Ooh, sweet. 9, 10, 11. Same way either way. I'm going to cast Excalibur. It costs X less to cast where X is the total mana value of historic permanents I control. I currently have 9. I will tap Galacos and equip that onto Ruhan, giving Ruhan +10/+10 and Vigilance. Now Ruhan also has flying that will trigger SRAM. I will play an island for turn. I will pay 3, cast Steal the Godhead, draw a card off his SRAM.
Oh, boy.
Enchanting Sheldon.
So now he has lifelink indestructible?
Lifelink and unblockable.
Unblockable?
Yeah.
Cool. You have drawn more than 2 cards, though, so I will get a card draw.
Yes, you will. I will play Path of Ancestry as my second land.
And I'll get a treasure. Value.
All right. Right? Cool. So, we're going to get a D6. I am moving to combat.
This basically was a Smothering Tithe and a Ristic Study this turn, and it costs like a fraction of both those cards. So
right.
It's like $3.
So, we're going to go Caleb 1, 2, Swan 3, 4, Nick 5, 6.
Can you afford
attack at random? He knows no other way.
Okay, so 4. I have to pay what? 4 to attack you with.
So commander? You can't be forced to pay the taxes.
Yeah.
I want to do damage.
Yeah, well, no, what I'm saying is with the way Ruhan works, there's a specific rule about Ruhan and taxation effects.
Okay.
Let me find it. Because I've played Ruhan for a number of years. But there's something about it's the same thing with like goaded creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, MTG Familiar is not working. Let me pull it up on Gatherer. Oh, wait, hang on, I got it. And I just knocked all these cards over, but they're still in the same order. We're good. Okay. So Ruhan must attack during your declares. Nope. Ruhan, if Ruhan isn't forced to attack a chosen player for one of the above reasons, you can still attack. Yeah. So if Ruhan declare is tapped, affected by a spell or ability that says that he can't attack, hasn't been under your control. If there's a cost associated with having Ruhan attack the chosen player, you aren't forced to pay that cost, so it doesn't have to attack that player in that case either. So you chose a player, and then the game sees, oh, hey, cool. I still have to attack, but I don't have to attack that player because I can't be forced to pay. So you can absolutely attack Swan if you want, but you're not forced to pay. Now, granted, if anyone could attack Swan, it's you because you have the most mana.
Mm-hmm.
So to attack, he has to pay, but he can choose just not to attack and not pay. Correct?
And then I
He
wouldn't
can
be
choose
able to
what-
get through.
Well, yeah. I believe. Hang on, let me read that. So I believe he's still required to attack, but if he was in a situation where he couldn't afford to attack me or Swan, he would be forced to attack you, Nick. And if you also had something that taxed him, then he what's the Norn's Annex?
Yeah.
And he couldn't pay that either, then he just can't attack. If he can't afford to.
Well, the important thing is I am going to pay. So that will drop me down to 4 treasures. And since Ruhan is unblockable, that's 7, 8, 9. That is 19 commander damage coming at your dome.
What did I ever do to you?
It's Ruhan. You did this to yourself.
What?
Yeah, that's what the name of the deck is. Oh, wait. So I will go up to 59. All right. Second, not gonna do anything. Cool. Move to the end step. Caleb, your stuff triggers.
Treasure and a card, which I will not pay for Smothering Tithe for.
Cool, thank you. And I will pass the turn.
Untap.
I'm not gonna lie, I love this deck.
It's a cool deck.
All right, I'm gonna play 2 lands. I'm gonna play the. I'm not paying for Smothering Tithe, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm gonna play this island, and I'm gonna play this very fancy Mystic Gate.
Ooh, the expedition.
I am one expedition away from completing the Filter Land expedition. So if anyone in our comment section has a Twilight Mire expedition for trade, that's the black-green one, let me know. I got trades. I got trades for days. Okay. That doesn't really help. You know what? I'm just going to make the funny play because it's funny. I'm going to cast Animate Wall on my mirror.
Nice.
So some sweet art with a woman being scared of a wall with a face on it. Done by Dan Fraser, who did the original 5 Moxen from Alpha and Mox Diamond from Stronghold. But it is card type Enchant Wall, so now Enchant Aura. Target wall can now attack. Target wall's power and toughness are unchanged, even if the enchantment, or by this enchantment, even if the power is 0. So I believe Josh has the current text of this on the screen there.
Yep.
But yeah, so now I have a 3/4 that can attack as though it didn't have Defender. I mostly just wanted to play that card because I feel like I'm going to die to Nick soon.
We're all gonna die because of Nick soon.
Yeah,
I don't know about that, guys. Let's not get crazy here.
I mean, I could stop it, but it just prolongs the game, and who knows how that happens. And prolonging it doesn't actually win the game, and it sets everyone back to the Stone Age. So I'm just going to pass with 2 cards in hand.
All right.
We're at that point where casting board wipes is a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah, agreed.
But I have a Battle of Bywater, which is perfect for this deck because, I mean, despite killing Mirror Wall, it doesn't actually kill anything that
I was gonna say it's a one-sided board wipe in your case.
Yep, I also have Dusk Dawn and Fell the Mighty as my only board wipes in here.
Nice.
All right. I am, first off, going to pay 3 and cast Oblation on Ruhan. The owner of target non-land permanent shovels it into his or her library and then draws 2 cards.
Oh,
That's going to trigger my Smuggler share at the end of
cool.
Swan's
I
turn.
will opt to move Sheldon to the command zone.
Okay.
I will still shuffle. What, you didn't like getting punched that much?
I did not. No, that was not a pleasant experience.
I mean, blame the Lords of Chaos. Should have said not it.
You didn't, in fact, say not it.
That's true. I did not. That's my fault.
All right, I will draw 2. Okay. I'm in danger, guys. Yep. Because I may have 59 life, but that number doesn't mean diddly.
Yeah, I'll play the second Doctor. Players have no max hand size, and at the beginning of your end step, each player may draw a card. Each opponent who does cannot attack me or permanents I control during their next turn.
Cool.
And then I think I will end my turn there.
Before your end step, Swan, I'm going to Swords Vorinclex in the interest of keeping this game going just a little longer. I'm not saying you can't kill us. I'm just going to make it a little harder.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll gain 6 life.
All right.
Swan, how many lands did you play?
I played 0 lands.
Okay. So at your end step, I will get a card draw because Josh drew 2 cards. And then I will go ahead and draw a card from the Doctor. So I can't attack you or permanent your control.
Okay.
Correct.
Nick, are you drawing or no?
I'll draw.
I am going to opt not to draw.
I don't like the sound of that.
Josh intends to do the fighties.
But those are the 3
Ruhan
best
intends
words
to do
in
the
Magic.
fighty.
Cool. All right. I guess it's my turn now.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
1 tap. Draw a card.
Do you wish to pay for the tithe?
The tithe is yours, my good sir.
Oh, also, because it's not a May ability, when Caleb targeted Vorinclex, that triggered Venerated Rock Priest.
Oh, it's true. It did. You are correct. Thank you for that. So
yeah, it's
yeah,
not a
Caleb,
May. If it was a May ability, I wouldn't have said anything.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
honest.
and technically that would still trigger before Vorinclex goes away, correct? So
Correct.
so yeah, you are going to get 2 poison counters for that, out of spite.
I would expect nothing less. But I will warn you that I have a Starfish Commander and a Starfish in my hand.
That's fair. All
I
right.
can tap the starfish to scry one.
I am going to then. All right. So I played a swamp. I am going to go ahead and pay 2 life to tap my mirror for a black. I'm going to tap another black. And I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 right there.
Please be Phyresis Outbreak. Please be Phyresis Outbreak.
I'm going to play Gix's Command.
Damn it, that is not Phyresis Outbreak.
Since I got the playmat out, I might as well play the card. So
Okay, that's fair.
I'm going to get to choose 2. I am going to destroy each creature with power 2 or less.
Damn it.
Goodbye, walls.
Second doctor goes away.
Then I'm going to have each opponent sacrifice a creature with the highest power among creatures they control, which will get rid of your other wall, Caleb. Now, that will kill my Venerated, that will kill my Mirror Convert, and all my things go away
Mites,
too.
yeah.
So, yeah, they all die. So, I lost some stuff to do that, but worth it.
More importantly, you got rid of Dalikos, which gave equipped creatures haste.
This is true. Then I'm going to go ahead and yeah, your shields are down, so I am going to pay 2, Caleb, and I'm going to swing Vishkrath at you for lethal. It doesn't even matter about the poison; it's completely lethal at this point, because it would be 21 commander damage.
I don't know what I did to scare Nick this bad.
You
But
I don't like walls.
Well, the walls
okay.
are not bad.
All right, and I will pass the turn.
Cool.
That will take everyone's point. That will take Vishkrath down though with Caleb out. So he will just be he'll be just a Peasley old 15-15.
All right.
Is that all?
I will play this command tower. This one's a special one because it has a quote from Sheldon that says, "Hate has no place here." This is part of the secret layer with Sheldon.
Yep. I got a couple of those.
I will pay. So
Hate has no place here. Sheldon obviously never played against Zer's Weirding.
You right.
All right. Tap those lands. Recast Sheldon.
Oh, you want to see, by the way, the other phrase protection at home? Clever Concealment.
Oh, yeah, that's such a good one.
And any number of target non-land permanents you control phase out.
I will tap 2, equip Excalibur to Sheldon. 1, 2, 3. Cast Sword of Vengeance. And then pay another 3. 2, 3. Equip the Sword of Vengeance to Sheldon. So now that gives him Vigilance, First Strike, Trample, and Haste. And +2/+0. Let's go to combat. Let's go. Swan will be odds. Nick will be even. All right, Nick.
All right. How much am I taking?
Let's see, 7, 17, 19.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right.
3 cards I want to mention, by the way, in this deck. I have one of the Lord of the Rings cards that says whenever you cast your second spell, you create an 0/3 defender and draw a card.
Oh, that's cool.
And the walls you control have Exalted, or defenders you control have Exalted. I have an enchantment that gives my walls +1/+0 and banding. And I have the White Force of Will. It's from the same cycle that I exile a white card, and I prevent 7 damage to myself or a creature. And if I prevent it to a creature, that creature gets +0/+1 counters equal to the damage prevented.
Oh, that's gross. Swan, are you paying for Smothering Tithe?
Sure.
Okay.
It's like a 35-cent common.
That's amazing.
It might be more than that, but it's not much. It's the second weakest of the cycle. The weakest is the green.
Yeah.
Strongest obviously being Force of Will.
All right. Just cast my commander. I'm going to move to end step. At the beginning of my end step, the beginning of my end step, I can draw a card. Each player may either put a land on the battlefield from your hand or draw a card. Or if you don't, draw a card.
Yeah, Swan gets to do both.
Yep.
All right, so Swan, you drew?
Or you I drew. I will pay
for the tithe
for that Smothering Tithe again.
Okay. Nick, are you playing a land? Putting a land in the play or drawing?
Oh, I can draw. Yeah, I'll draw and I will pay 2.
Okay. I will put Temple of Epiphany into play and scry. Yeah, we'll keep that. Cool. All right. I believe, Nick, it's your go.
All right. It's on tap. Drawer. Well, don't mind if I do. So I'll play a Savannah.
Totally. What?
It's totally legit.
Totally legit.
Yep, totally legit. Legit Savannah.
That's funny. Those are the same type of duels that I have for my proxies. Savannah was the one that Swan. I can't find any of my copies of Savannah.
Really?
I don't know if we forgot to print them because I just don't ever play green white, or they just got lost somehow. But it's funny that's the one that pops up on Nick's board that reminded me that because Swan's the one who made me those proxies. So,
gotcha.
Oh, and you did pay for Smothering Tithe on your draw step, or no?
No, you can have. I'll let you have it.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna play a Chromatic Lantern.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go ahead and tap $5 to play Skitherix.
Oh.
The Blake Dragon.
I'll go ahead and pay 1 to give him haste.
How big is Skittles?
He's a 4/4.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to swing him at you, Josh.
Well, shiitake mushrooms. Well, let's try this. I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to bolt him for 3.
Okay.
Swan, you got anything, or you letting me die? He's got 3 damage marked on him.
I've got nothing.
All right.
Lightning Bolt, not as popular of a card in our local meta. So.
Okay. Well, in that case, I died. You killed Sheldon.
You died.
You whore.
I don't want that karma. Don't you put that on me.
All right.
Untap. Oh, yeah. Flare of Duplication was my next one. And then Hammer of Nazan.
Okay.
Fishgrass is going to get his revenge.
Wait.
My Fishgrass next week.
1, 2,
Sounds good.
3,
I don't have a poison deck anymore, so I can't join you in that one.
4. Okay, 6 for Feldar Sovereign.
Oh,
I think you're a little far away from that one, though.
A little bit, yeah. Good news. If I hit Nick, I don't know, 12 times, I'll be good.
That's fair.
You only need to hit him 5 times to be over 40.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna
ooh, that would have been nice. Platinum Angel.
just do that and move to instep, and I'm gonna draw a card.
Earthbind would have stopped Skittles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I can choose to draw a card, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll draw a card. All right. All right, let's see. So I'll untap. I'll draw. All right. So I will play a black and a green to Assassin's Trophy. I'm gonna Assassin's Trophy your Ghostly Prison.
Okay.
How many enchantments do you have now?
Uno.
1. So I got to pay 1 basically, right, to swing at you now.
Correct.
Cool. Then, because I just think it's gonna be funny, I'm gonna pay 7 to play Tyrannix Rex, and then I'm gonna pay 3 and swing everything at you. So
What's the
4/4.
total?
So 4/4 infect through the air, an 8/8 with trample and toxic 4, and then a 9/9 with menace and toxic 1.
Okay. I think I'm just going to, in response, cast Tangle. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt. Attacking creatures do not untap during their controller's next untap step.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Wow. That was, yep.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. You good?
I mean, I'm tapped out. You neutered me right there, so congratulations.
All right. Play land for turn. And guess I will play. No, I'm just gonna pass right now.
Okay. Well, I can untap my lands, correct? My creatures just can't untap, right?
Correct.
All right. And I got to draw off your end step too, did I not?
Yes.
Cool.
Draw or
And
put a
then-
land into play. Oh, I guess I get to draw too.
And then I can. Okay. So, all right, cool. This is interesting. So, let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I will. I'll play a black and a 1 to play a demonic tutor. I'm gonna go search my library for a card and put it in my hand.
Make it a good one.
right, and all right, then I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to play Vraska Betrayal Sting.
Ooh.
Yep.
In response, mana drain.
Okay,
Oof.
cool. Then I'm gonna go ahead and play 3 more, and I'm gonna play Phyresis Outbreak. And so that'll give you a poison counter, and all your creatures will get -7, -7.
Okay. Poison counter go up. Feldar Sovereign dies. Commander stays.
Yep. All right. Pass turn.
I didn't realize Phyresis Outbreak was only opponent's creature. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a solid form of removal.
Mm-hmm.
That came in the Corrupting Influence precon.
Oh yeah, I have an extended art of it floating around somewhere.
Yeah.
As well as the original.
All right.
I didn't play that deck for very long because even as
Two.
toxic, it made me an enemy.
3. Red. Privileged position. Other permanents I control have hexproof.
Okay.
And I will move to end step and draw a card.
And I will choose to draw as well. All right. I will untap. Now all my stuff will untap, correct?
Correct.
I will draw. We'll play an Overgrown Farmland. I will tap 3 to play Glissa, the Sunslayer, First Strike Death Touch. Then I can play an extra land, can I, on my turn, right?
Correct. You can.
Okay, so I'll play a Plains too. Then I will go ahead and I will attempt to pay 4 to tap Rogue's Passage to make Tyrannix Rex unblockable. I will then pay 2 still for enchantments, or how many more I got for you?
It is 2 currently.
Pay 2, so I will pay a total of 4 to allow both Tyrannix and Skitherix to swing at you. So see if it happens this time.
What's the biggest power that's coming at me?
It's 8/8. It's 8/8 trample. It's unblockable and it has ward 4
Okay.
And toxic 4, right?
and toxic 4. Correct.
In response, I'm going to tap out.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm running out of ways to stop damage.
All right. Phase back in.
Remember what I said about getting you to work on time, Josh? That may not happen.
Look,
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I'm going to cast Ideal Tutor and go look for something, but if I don't find anything I think is useful, I'm dead on next turn.
Yeah.
Well, it's get Test of Endurance for giggles. That'll help, right?
I mean, you only have what,
28
to go?
Yeah. Get there.
All right.
So apparently they've announced a live-action Magic the Gathering movie.
Yep. Legendary Entertainment and Hasbro. So Legendary will be the ones to produce it.
Okay. I'm going to get Solitary Confinement. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Solitary Confinement. Unless I discard a card, I skip my draw step. I have Shroud, and I prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to me.
Okay. Now, are you still in your upkeep phase, or pre? Are you still like in my end step at the moment, or have you already played your upkeep phase? Have you not?
Correct.
Yeah,
I have.
ideally-
Yes.
Ideally,
I'm in my main phase one.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to play one for Soul Ring. And then okay, 3 for Solitary Confinement.
Okay.
How many cards in hands? One.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And I can also draw a card on my end step.
Yeah, I know.
Does that shut off Blissa Sunslayer? The Solitary Confinement? Because it prevents the damage?
Yep.
Deals combat damage, yeah, and he just doesn't take damage.
Yep.
All right, I will end my turn there, and on my end step, I'll draw a card.
I'll draw a card in your end step. All right, and I will draw a card. I'll play a Windswept Heath. I'll sack it and go get a land. I'll get an Overgrown Tomb and I'll just let it enter tapped. There's nothing I can really do. I will cast another creature spell, but since I pretty much am locked out unless I think I do have other ways to blow up enchantments, we literally could just be sitting here unless you can kill me, or I can get another way to give you a poison counter, which I do have a few other ways to do it.
Yeah, but he has Shroud.
Proliferate? Oh, I do have Shroud.
Yep.
Oh, wait,
Well, I mean,
but he's targeting the
Proliferate targets the counter and not the player.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll pay 2 to play Slaughter Stinger or Slaughter Singer. So Toxic 2, whenever another creature attacks, your Toxic alone gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I think I have everything literally shut off, so I can't. There's no point in me swinging. So I pass the turn, and so I guess we just see what happens. I'm gonna scoop in about 10 minutes. I don't like being shut out of a game, so I'm gonna scoop in about 10 minutes since Josh has got to go if nothing happens.
That's fair. Let me see what I got. I'm gonna discard Collective Voyage.
I don't know how I feel about the new art for Bloodghast.
I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like,
um,
yeah, I like the classic art so much more.
all right.
I feel like Aether Drift should have been an unset.
This is just. It really should have been. All right. 3 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is just gonna get worse. Blazing Archon.
All right.
I'm hoping I have a way to end this, but I'm currently do not. End step, draw a card. Nope. And pass turn.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. All right. Well, I mean, it'll kind of get interesting.
Interesting is good.
Didn't. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna pay 2 to play Cankerbloom.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm gonna pay 3 more to play Bloodroot Apothecary. And I'm gonna create a treasure token, and you get a treasure token.
Yay.
Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-creature token, that player gets 2 poison counters.
Oh, this is the squirrel.
Yeah, that was from the Peace Offering deck.
Bloomburrow. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna sacrifice Cankerbloom, and I'm gonna proliferate, giving you another poison counter.
Okay. This is just getting ridiculous.
Yep. I still cannot attack, do anything like that, so I will pass the turn, but you are at 8. We'll see. Maybe I'll get there.
Yep. Skip my draw step. I'm going to discard Attempt with Discovery. Untap.
If you can find like Karn's Bastion, you can like kill him in 2 turns.
Caress
Land for
of
turn.
Phyreses would do it too.
Yeah, no, I know there are cards in here. There are still many cards in here that can proliferate. I have that new one from Modern Horizons, which is whenever it or another creature enters, proliferates. I also have that Agent Frake Harrigan, so whenever it enters or attacks, it proliferates twice. I've got some
Soul Ring,
things in there.
Taiga, or Glunch. Flying at the beginning of my end step, I choose a player. They get put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature they control. Choose a second player. They draw a card. Choose a third player. They create 2 treasure tokens.
Okay.
What happens if I can't choose a third player, Caleb?
You just choose 2 modes, and then 1 mode goes to waste.
Okay.
But you will have to choose. You actually can only choose Nick because you have Shroud. You can't even target yourself.
That's correct. So I can only do one thing.
Yes.
In an effort to, I'm gonna move to end step and draw a card myself. And Nick, I'll let you draw a card as well in an effort for you to find something to kill me.
Okay. Yep. All right.
And you also get to draw a card from the Gay Kings, Nick, if you want.
Yeah, you get 2. You get 2 card draws unless you want to put a land on the battlefield.
No, I will draw 2 cards. Okay, and then I will untap. I will draw another card. Play a swamp. I will All right. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. So I'm gonna pay 6, 4 to play Grafted Exoskeleton, 2 to equip it to Tyrannix Rex. So it's now a 10/10 with Infect. And why not go ahead and play Soul Ring for 2 to play Trailblazer's Boots, and I'll pay 2 more and attach it to Vish Crash. Because why not? Okay, I'm still not in a position where I can attack, so things will get fun if I can. Pass the turn.
All right. Tap. I'm gonna discard Burgeoning.
So, Dread Pirate goes, Swan, what the actual is your win con in that deck, other than table flipping?
So really, the deck doesn't necessarily have one. Its whole goal is to get second place. The only real win con I have is I have Approach of the Second Sun and I have Feldar Sovereign, but I don't ever really try and win with those.
And Test of Endurance, I believe.
Oh yeah, Test of Endurance as well. Thank you.
The good news is you can self-select at any point in time and sacrifice your treasure token and die.
That is the plan. Should this go much longer?
I actually texted him that exact thing.
Yeah.
And move to end step. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna put 2+1/+1 counters on your on the dino over there or whatever it is.
Can you with the Ward 4?
Oh, sure. I'll pay the Ward 4.
Okay, cool. Sweet. He's getting bigger. All right. Sorry, I will choose to draw 2 cards. And then I will move my upkeep. I will untap. I will draw. Jesus Christ. Okay. This is just going to get sillier and sillier. Okay, I'll play a Deathcap Glade. All right, well, there's the beginning of something is starting here. I will pay 4 or 5, I'm sorry, and I will play Norn's Choirmaster. Whenever your commander you control enters the battle for attacks, proliferate. But I don't think I can just declare it. Can I just declare something as an attacker? Since I can't attack him, I can't, can I? So then I'll pay 6 more, and I'll pay Phyrexian Swarmlord. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 green Phyrexian Insects creature token with Infect for each poison counter your opponents have. So we'll all look forward to that, Greg. Can't do anything else yet. Pass the turn.
All right. Upkeep. Draw a step. I will discard Mana Flare. And I'm just fizzling here. I'm gonna move to end step, draw a card, and put 2+1/+1 counters again, and pay the 4.
It only stops damage. It doesn't declaring attackers. Is that true?
What are you talking about?
Nick Nobles just said solitary only stops you from damage, not from declaring attackers. But
I have Blazing Archon.
Yeah, that keeps you from attacking you. So yep, there we go. Yep, that's the other part. He's all stacked up.
Can you win in 3 minutes?
I'm gonna. I mean, give me one more turn to see what I can do, or I'll try to be very quick on my turn. All right, so I will draw 2 cards on your upkeep.
Yep. Or in step, but yeah.
Okay. Still on your, because I think I can play on your instep, can I? If I have an instant, if I just drew an instant, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Right. So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Noxious Revival. Put target card from a graveyard on top of its owner's library. Okay.
Nice.
I definitely have a card in here that I can probably win with, I think. So
Expand the sphere.
Expand the sphere. Yes, that's what I need. I can win with that. Okay. All right, now untap, upkeep, draw, make.
Swan, if you
8.
counter this, if you just set him up to just like soul crush him.
I wish I had a counter spell in my hand, but I do not.
So
I
will.
I think you get kicked out of the bros at that point.
I will go ahead and pay 4 to expand the sphere.
Shortest tenure ever.
I will pay 4 to expand the sphere. Oops, that's what goes. I'll look at the top 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just because I want to. Oh, that's only 5. Here we go.
In response to expand the sphere,
Sack the treasure. Sack it.
I'm going to sack a treasure.
Yes.
There we go, and he's dead. All right, to 10 poison counters. Jeez. Okay. Whew.
Yeah, I had Deflecting Palm, a Plains, and Curse of Opulence in my hand.
I honestly, guys, for this game, I did want to actually run the food deck because I haven't gotten to. But the one thing I know about the food deck, it can make the game go really long because you can just gain so much life. So that's why I didn't go with that. But I wanted for the record that I didn't want to use the poison deck, but with the time factor, I thought that was the right call. Sorry, what were you going to say, Caleb?
No, what I was going to say is, so Nick, overall, which is which is now your least favorite? Swan's that deck or my Blink deck?
It's still your Blink deck because I just feel like it just gets I mean, I get where he's at, but honestly, if I hadn't been so hell bent to kill you, I likely could have taken Swan out earlier. So knowing what I now know, I probably could have done that. Also, he had the card he needed to stop Vraska. Because, I mean, imagine this. If I'd still had Vorinclex out and Vraska came out, I could have just ultimated her right away and given 18 poison counters to someone. So,
I'm just saying honestly, this deck doesn't stop you from attacking. Well, one card does, but not the rest of them.
This is about as stacksy as I've ever been able to play this deck. Like I said, normally the goal of it is to just get second place.
Well, you got second place.
It got second place.
Second place, which is the goal.
Oh, man, good times. Good times indeed. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Let's go around the horn and give shout-outs and all that fun stuff. Caleb, we'll start with you.
Well, shout out to everyone who watched. Pirate for always jumping in our chat, and we'll definitely have to have you on the show again at some point. But yeah, just everyone who's watching, and make sure to spread the word around about the channel, help us grow, and eventually we'll officially announce that Shockland giveaway, because I do still plan on doing that. We haven't talked about it, so we haven't picked a number for subscribers.
Yep. All right. Swan, any shout outs for you, good sir?
Yeah, just really again, to parrot kind of what Caleb said, just shout out to everyone for watching. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you guys for bringing me on. It's as miserable as I was making Nick, it was enjoyable for me.
That's fair.
You
That's fair.
masochist. All right, Nick.
Well, hey, listen, obviously, same thing. Thank you, everybody. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really appreciate it. Honestly, without going into a lot of detail, I've been going through some very hard personal struggles lately, so this was a lot of fun to get to play with everybody. So I really appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. I do want to shout out everybody in our Commander League and Kayfabe cards. I'm very excited that next Sunday, we are going to kick off season 4 of our Commander League. If you are in Utah and you want to come out and you truly want to have a very fun, competitive, but not like CEDH competitive, not janky, rude people competitive, which unfortunately sometimes happens in this game that we play, please come out. If you're new and a beginner, this is a great way for you to learn Commander, to meet some really cool people, to get to play some other games and just have some fun. Entry fee is to buy a precon from Kayfabe. They just got a new stock of precons in stock. So they've got a lot of good stuff in there. They're really excited for the league. It was cool to go in there the other day and talk to the guys. So I certainly hope everybody who is in Utah can come out and play with us. And I'm very much hoping that our two brothers from the Oklahoma chapter can get a Commander League going at their LGS here sometime soon. So that was a long one, but I do appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so much. Metal Nick out.
Yeah. And as you said, obviously Kayfabe cards. If you guys noticed, we included their logo on stream. So check them out. Link in the description. They do have a TCG player store. So they're the official headquarters of the Utah chapter of the EDH Brothers. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, share, do all that stuff. We definitely appreciate it. We will be back next week for Thursday Night Showdown, and make sure to follow us on all the socials as we're in the works of trying to get some fun guests for upcoming streams. So again, thank you so much, and we will catch you all next week.
Later, everyone.
Later.